Good evening and welcome to tonight's Hearthstone. We'll be probably slightly more than a half hour now. I'm Hammy. This is FailCraft Casts. Hope you are well and good. And after fighting the Q-Boss for almost what seems an immeasurable amount of time, but it's a new game release. We know that these things happen. Don't worry about it. We're in. So we now throw ourselves headlong live into Curse of Naxxramas. It's finally here. We may be a little slower than some folks. Some of the US guys and similar got in a little bit earlier, and as usual it's a new online game, so there's a whole bunch of people trying to connect and have fun and enjoy at the same time. So let us not mess around and get straight on in to what you've been waiting for. This the game. Oh, how exciting. I'm very much looking forward to it. Okay, let's jump on in. So we go into solo adventures, and in solo adventures we have Naxxramas. We can only start on normal mode, and of course Naxxramas is, for those of you not familiar, a big citadel floating around in the world of Warcraft that many people have raided and few people have managed to bust their way through. We get involved in the world of the Lich King, in the world of Kel'Thuzad, and there's going to be one wing available per week, and in that one wing available per week, the first one that we are going to be hitting up is none other than the very most splendid Arachnid wing. And in the Arachnid wing, we have a bunch of bosses we're going to get stuck into now. How did you gain interest in Naxxramas? As we open an Acropolis for the first time. So this is going to be our run through the Arachnid wing on normal mode. Now we've tried to avoid spoilers. We have got access. Remember, our first wing is free, so we can buy. We don't have to buy, we can just have full adventure. Oh, okay. Unlocks the 4 remaining wings. I just want to go into the Arachnid Quarter, please. There are the rewards. I can get Maxina, Removing Ruba, Warlord, and Haunted Creeper, one of the spidery cards. But there is our free key, because the Arachnid wing is free this week. As we pick up our Skull Key and it flies into the lock, we throw ourselves into the Arachnid Quarter. Very exciting. Generation Video Gamer, Rampant Jesus, welcome. We finally managed to make it live. Oh, so exciting. Okay, so first up we have none other than, I believe that's Anub'Rekhan. So you can see him locked there, you can see his crate, and you can see his reward is Haunted Creepers or the Spectral Spiders. Let's throw ourselves into this boss. Anub'Rekhan is one of our finest Spider Lords. Good luck, Interloper. As we jump into Anub'Rekhan, he summons a 3/1 Nerubian with his hero power for 2 mana Skitter, so we need to be prepared for getting swarmed with small minions with a lot of attack but minimum health. So we need some way of getting rid of those. Let's find Anub'Rekhan. Now, how can I deal with someone throwing down lots of small health minions? Well, Control Warrior. Alright, quite a good option. I'm going to go with my Control Warrior deck, which has got obscene amounts of early game control, and see what we can do. As we throw ourselves into the game, our first jump into Naxxramas, really exciting. We can see our spoiler text is all Naxxramified. It is replacing spiderwebs and similar. Very good. Welcome to my parlour. And a good old victory or death. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so there is no need for our good old Garrosh to be saying anything different. If you've got any questions, queries, shouts, I'm going to go ahead and play like all a normal control deck. I'm going to start with an Arsmith and a Cleave. That'll let me control his little minions, I think. Shuren versus Anub'Rekhan. Hammy versus Anub'Rekhan. There can only be one. Okay, turn 1, and I do not know what he's doing. So on this Naxxramas theme board, we can see our Gunge tank in the top right hand corner. We can see what looks like the place where Death Knights enchant their weapons, and Anub'Rekhan Weblord. Minions with Battle Cry actually cost, ooh, interesting, 2 more. Now, I don't have any minions with Battle Cry, so that's good for me. However, I cannot remove that off the table in one go. So I'm actually going to play just as I would a normal control deck. I'm going to get my Armorsmith down. Next turn I can Fury War Axe. Oh, a Death Charger, and charge Death Rattle, D3 damage to my hero. Ooh, so when he dies he does damage, and he's swinging in to try and see if they can remove everything here. Now I've got some options, so he will do 3 damage to my hero when he dies, but I can cleave, so my controls are going to be very, very useful in controlling Anub'Rekhan's early minions. So control deck looks quite good here so far. Now I can just go for a straight up trade there. I could Whirlwind. I'm going to save the Whirlwind, and I'm just going to keep him under control and give myself some more armour. So I'm good with Anub'Rekhan so far. Let's take a look at that card. That was a Death Charger. So it charges and then dies. A very strong card, because for 1 mana it's 2/2. Was it even 2/2? No, it was 2/3. And that's the reason why you'll never see Death Charger in an actual game of Hearthstone. It's a boss-only card. Look at that. Charge, Death Rattle, deal 3 damage to your hero. So not only does it charge in and cause trouble, but then it causes damage when it dies. Amazing. In the meantime, Anub'Rekhan has dropped a shade on Naxxramas. We've seen that on the preview. Stealth at the start of your turn, gaining 1/1. So when it attacks, we can start killing it. But until then, it will just keep gaining strength until we actually kill it. So I can't get rid of it with anything there just yet. So I'm going to continue playing as I would a control warrior. I'm going to get out some more armour in case it attacks me. I'm not going to drop my axe just in case Anub'Rekhan's got any removal. And remember, of course, you can click things in the maps. So we have squishy eggs, ooh, and spiders come out when we squish them enough. The shade comes out, it's gained the 1/1. We also see a Stoneskin Gargoyle go down there. A nasty card at the start of your turn, restore this minion to full health. Now that means I don't kill it, it just heals itself all the way back up. Nasty. Okay. Well, I'm not going to try and kill it for that reason. I don't want to lose my Armor Smith just yet. I'm going to armour up, and then I'm going to play Control Style. I'm just going to remove that. I'm not going to attack this because I know that it will not die. I can't kill it with quite enough health. I could have taken it down, but I feel that the other card was more dangerous. Oh, and interestingly, we have our good old Abomination. Why not? He seems like a very sensible and nice card to have in the house. And he'll of course do more damage, so Anub'Rekhan is just swarming us with some very awkward minions. I'm good at this point in time. What I can do, I can get rid of both of those not quite. Or I can go into Cairn and try and get a tempo advantage. Or I could just brawl and get nasty. Nasty. So cleave, Whirlwind, that will remove all of this, and then I can very viciously attack. I'm going to go for very hard control here. Let's cleave into a Whirlwind. And into a smack with that. I should have armoured up first. Oh. There we go. At least I've cleared his board and we are rocking on in. Closer now, Tasty Mortals. Ooh, and he started using Skitter, so he's summoning those nasty Nerubians as well as the Noir Ambusher. So Death Rattle returns a random friendly minion to your hand, so when it dies, another minion goes back to hand. That is nasty indeed. But I can start whacking out with control. I'm going to start removing those nasty minions. I've just drawn Gorehowl in good time. So really I'm playing this no different to a controlled ladder game at this point in time. I'm just trying to bash down every single one of those nasty minions and then get out my win conditions. So he can skitter all he likes as far as I'm concerned, because I now have the power of, ooh, Death Rattle summons a 4/4 Nerubian, a Crazed Alchemist. Nice, I like that. And look, they've given Anub'Rekhan a really nice combo. So you saw that changed it from 0/2 to 2/0, and he got out his 4/4 Nerubian just by throwing down the Crazed Alchemist. Very nice, I like that a lot. So if we're really going to keep this chap under control, I'm going to throw out a Brawl. I'm hoping it gets rid of that 4/4. Yeah, it does. Lovely. Leaves the 1/1. I can. What can I do? Oh, I'm playing this slower than I really need to, but I'm going to take that out there and throw down another card as well. So lovely jubbly. Skittering. He's dropping that other Nerubian that got thrown back to his hand. Frostbolt. Anub'Rekhan is a mage. Should I have any questions? As always, if you're watching this on YouTube, we're live. Cool. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just really going to solidify my advantage. Down goes Cairn. Whirlwind, as we can see, is a fantastic removal tool, and that really puts me in a position where I can start swinging away at Anub'Rekhan himself. So you can see lots of small health minions. If you get rid of the big health minions and you're playing control, then this fight is quite manageable. So I am going to now, what am I going to go for? I'm going to drop Raggy, just because now in a control deck I can actually throw down the cool Taskmaster to remove his final minion. I can throw myself in then with Cairn Bloodhoof. I'm going to save my Gorehound just in case, and I'm going to let Raggy shell away at him. So, just a little... Ooh, so because he almost dead, Locust Swarm. 3 damage to all minions, restore 3 health to your hero. Shadow Bolt, he's got other spells as well. He's gone for my Ragnaros like no one's business. But 3 damage to all minions and 3 health. So he did a nice bit of clearance, but he's not quite managed to take me out yet. So I'm not going to be slamming any of my own minions. I'm just going to keep the pressure on, and I now have a lethal because Ragnaros is still on the table, and we are all good. Why oh why? And that is the first boss of Naxxramas. Arachnid down. Our Arachnid wing journey continues. And Kel'Thuzad says we shall never defeat the Grand Widow. Well, we're actually going to defeat the Grand Widow. So next up we're going to be looking at Grand Widow Fairlina, and that was our quick playthrough and run through of how to play Anub'Rekhan. So thank you so much.